Okay, what we're thinking of as aliens are uh, they're extra dimensional beings that an earlier precursor of the space program made contact with.
On the night of September 11th, 1997, Art Bell was hosting his late-night radio show Coast to Coast AM. That evening, Art opened a special phone line exclusively for current or former Area 51 employees, encouraging those with inside information of the secret military installation to call in. Just after midnight, Art Bell would receive what would become the most infamous phone call in the history of Coast to Coast AM. A man's voice, trembling with fear and panic, identified himself as a former Area 51 worker who had been medically discharged only a week earlier. The caller claimed that the so-called aliens were actually extra-dimensional beings secretly contacted years ago. He insisted that they infiltrated the military, especially at Area 51, and that they weren't what they seemed. The caller warned that officials already knew disasters were coming that would wipe out major cities, and instead of stopping them, the plan was to let it happen, since smaller groups of survivors would be easier to control. He hinted at hidden safe zones, but said authorities had no intention of saving anyone. His breathing grew uneven as he whispered that his time was almost up, and that authorities were closing in on his location.
They are not what they claim to be. They have infiltrated a lot of aspects of the military establishment, particularly the Area 51. The government knows about them.
They're not doing anything.
They are not.
Just as the caller reached the climax of his desperate warning, something unprecedented happened. The phone line cut off mid-sentence, and Art Bell's entire satellite transmission failed, leaving the show in complete dead air for several minutes. This was the first time in Bell's broadcasting career that such a technical failure had occurred. Listen to part 2 by clicking the link in the pinned comment below.